Did all of that.
That's all right. It's just warm up.
Good stuff. Good
Right.
stuff. What up, good people?
What's going on?
Chill.
Uchale.
Trouble right now. Being too
Huh?
loud. Twin getting in trouble for being too loud right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's good for him. Builds character.
I'm weak.
Oh, I'm on one already. I'm tired. What y'all been up to this week?
Oh
Oh,
man.
it was
Work.
back to the good old grind this week.
Nothing
Well,
amazing went on this week. Shani birthday. Shani celebrated her birthday on December 1st.
yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Shawnee.
Happy
So we're gonna
birthday.
get out. We get out Saturday and have a little dinner tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Meet up at Longhorn and do our thing.
Longhorn, huh?
Yeah, that's where she want to go.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Hey, does St. Louis have a Brazilian steakhouse?
We
Is
do.
there?
Yeah.
Texas Day, Brazil.
Oh,
Mhm.
woo.
Yeah, I went
That
to the one
place.
in Texas. I was like, this is too much. It's just way too much. They
Just,
they I couldn't get to my little stop sign fast enough. They just kept bringing stuff. I'm like, no.
I love that. I love that whole building.
No.
I love
Mm-mm.
it. I
It's
love the way it
entirely it was
smell. I love their little uniforms. I love all of them. I love everybody that work at that place.
oh Jesus. Jesus Weezus.
I ain't been to one in some years though.
Whew.
I absolutely love it.
we went for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
somebody's birthday. I think it was Ernest's birthday. We went one year. We
Hmm.
went out there. It was straight. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The one in
Okay.
Texas fire. I'm just gonna be honest. The one I went to, because I haven't been to the one here yet, but I have been to the one in Texas and it was cool.
Okay. All right. So that's all y'all got going on tomorrow, Dirk?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little dinner, little family gathering. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't know what's after that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing planned.
Mm.
Where the party?
She said she done it all. I say, oh, we growing up.
I
Like I
understand.
feel like
I get it.
I feel like I done did everything, Daddy. I'm like, oh. She said she done it all. I
So
said,
she ain't on it, huh? She don't want a party or she already had one?
he said dinner with the family is all she need.
Okay.
Aww.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
what we gonna give her.
That's
For
what's
sure.
up.
What about you, Wanda? What's been going on with you?
Whew.
What you got going to outside of work?
Outside of work, the twins' birthday tomorrow.
Oh
So happy
shit.
birthday to my babies. They'll
Happy
be
birthday.
12.
What? Happy birthday.
Yeah. Shootout basketball tournament tomorrow.
Where at?
Mm. So I don't know. I
Where
got this.
where's the shootout?
I got disconnected some kind of way. Let me see. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My AirPods ain't working. Technical difficulty. No,
C'est
but
la
they
vie.
have a. Hold on, let me see. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we heard you last time.
Okay, but I can't hear y'all through here, so we're gonna wing it today.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, tomorrow they have a basketball tournament that they have a shootout tournament that they both qualify for, so they'll be doing it 8 o'clock in the morning, and then
Oh
they
yeah.
have their is this just a ghost just taking us out today?
I know, right?
But the excuse me, they have a birthday surprise after that, and then that's gonna pretty much be it.
Where's the shootout?
It's gonna be a one of their elementary schools in their school district.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. I thought it was gonna be at like Woes or Bradley's.
No.
Oh, That's too bad. I used to.
I
That's where
know.
mine used to always be. Either at
Uh-huh.
Woles or Bradley Center. I used to love it. I used to love it. But okay.
That's cool.
Let's see. When is Dirk gonna come back? Is he all right?
I know. I was just trying to wait and see if he gonna pop back up.
The Twins ain't get the best of them again, did they?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't think so. There
Yep.
you go.
Speaking of,
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I apologize. I don't know what went on.
That's cool. That's cool. No worries. Do I sound okay to y'all?
yeah, you
Mm.
good.
Okay.
You
All right.
good. I
So yeah.
go ahead, go
What
ahead,
you
go ahead,
got going
Wanda.
on this week?
Oh, I thought you was finna say something else.
No, 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 no.
Oh, I'm like like per text message. So I've been gone from the house for the last 18 days. That's over half a
Mm-hmm.
month.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, first it was vacation, which that's cool. And then it was right back into work. I flew from Missouri to Utah and had to work out there all week.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm finally back home, and holy cow,
Yeah, I gotta get back
I'm fit to
into
be
it.
tired. Yeah, and I gotta work. I gotta work early in the morning. But fortunately, it should only be like half a day tomorrow, and then we done. But yeah, I'm just tired. I'm tired.
I get it. I get
Got
it. Well,
some,
thanks for coming on tonight because I
hey, I
too
was hitting. I was on the road. Like I'm gonna make it today. I'm
I,
gonna make it.
I know it's real easy to be like, you know what, y'all got it.
Yeah, the airport is about hour 45, 2 hours away from me. So I
Mm.
was
Are you booking it?
I was killing it. I was killing it. No cops. So
Oh well, that's what's up.
yeah, but when I got my car, so I parked my car in long-term parking at an off-site parking lot.
Mm.
And I finally got back and I got my car, and it looked like all the dust in the area decided to settle on my car. My car didn't even look blue no more.
Oh goodness, that's
It was
because
about as brown, yellowish as this right here. I was like, is that my ride? I'm like, what did y'all do? Where'd y'all have it? And you're like, no, sir, that's your car. I had to check the license plates. I'm like, what is going on?
oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I
Well,
hit
I'm
it.
glad you made it home safely. That's what's up.
Salute. Yeah. Hmm. So what we gonna start off with?
Ooh, all right. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Mm, let's see. What got y'all messed up this week? Y'all want to start there?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see what got y'all messed up this week.
I,
What?
I'll wait for last. I'll wait for last. Yeah, I love that. Oh yeah. I love that.
So
Damn, what got me effed up? I had a pretty
yeah, let's
decent. I
yeah.
had a pretty decent week. I can't
Mm-hmm.
complain. What got me effed up? I don't know.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. It's been good vibes, good wave, good. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. I might got.
Well,
I don't know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
well. Let's
That's a good
see.
week.
What got me effed up this week? Got it. The St. Louis weather got me effed
Hmm.
up this week.
What's
We
going on
literally
with
Monday. It was excuse me.
Beautiful
See,
all week.
Monday it was like 32 degrees. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was 70 something degrees outside. I'm like, bruh, we need to pick a struggle here. Allergies acting up. Like I literally could not breathe Tuesday through Wednesday. Then I woke up Thursday. This side of my nose got snot. The other one still stuffy. It's
Oh
like
God.
like yeah, allergies was kicking my butt. It was all bad.
Mm.
So this week, the St. Louis weather got me fucked up.
Okay. All right. I guess I feel that. I'm waiting for it to hit me going. So again, going from California to Missouri to Florida, back to Missouri to Utah, and then back here. I'm waiting for all of it to jack me up. I know it's gonna hit me after a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I know it is. But what got me messed up this week is all this news about domestic terrorism. Yeah, yeah.
Here
I'm
we go.
calling it.
Let's get into
Hey,
it.
I'm calling it for what it is.
Let's
I'm
get
You can
about
do
into
to
it.
take
it.
this shit. I'm tired of this narratives being flipped and spun and all this other crap and people acting like white on white crime ain't a thing because it is. And it's clearly a thing. You look at Kyle Rittenhouse, the Kyle Rittenhouse case, you look at Ethan Crumbley, the little guy that shot up the church. Actually, he shot up the guy that shot up a church. He's about to try and appeal his case. He's going to be back in court soon. And I can't remember exactly why, but he's going back to court soon to appeal the results of his case, because he's on death row essentially. So I started reading some of that and I was like, this is some bull. We got people that's free or that's innocent rather, that's on death row that, the governor of Oklahoma, Julius Jones, a man named Julius Jones, just late last month, he had to have his execution stayed, but the governor of Oklahoma waited to the very last minute to actually let this guy live, although everything in his case, new evidence that's been presented in his case shows that he's innocent, right? And now you got this little Ethan Crumbley guy, this domestic terrorist who shot up a school, killed 4 of his peers, right? And the
Injured
news,
eight.
yeah, the news tried to portray him like some choir boy with the initial picture. They didn't want to show his mugshot like they would do a person of color.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So been reading and following that story. And then I was just telling Dirt not too long ago, essentially backstage. So his parents have been charged. They're being brought up on charge for involuntary manslaughter because first off, his parents knew what was going to go down. They knew what was about to go down. And if there were
They
text
knew.
messages, yeah, they knew. There were text messages from the mother to the son the same day. So they had 2 meetings with the school. The first meeting was the day before the second meeting. The second meeting, the parents were at the school, right? The,
Because
Mm-hmm.
they
the
weren't responding to the emails that the
at the
school
school.
sending out, so they had to call these people to the school. My bad, Jig.
Oh, you good? Go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, and you know what I'm saying. They called the parents to the school, got no response from the parents. They leave the school, didn't even talk to the kid. The kid got to go back to class, and then that's when everything happened. And then the mother texting the son like, don't do it." You
Don't
know what I'm
do
saying?
it.
Don't do it. The father
Don't do it,
called the
Ethan.
police station and report the gun missing, but it's already been seen that you done purchased the gun with your son. He been making Instagram and Facebook posts showing the gun. Yeah, anybody got any questions about my gun? You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to talk about it. So
Yeah. Yeah. So the father, it's proven that the father bought the pistol for the kid and he flashing it all on social media. All on social media. So the
right,
parents get caught up with this, right? And the prosecuting team decides to bring charges of involuntary manslaughter up against the actual the parents. Now these jokers on a run. I literally like 10, 15 minutes ago got an article that's saying that they're on a run. Now the lawyers that are set to defend them are saying that they're not on the run. They moved out of state or out of the area to for protection or for safety reasons. They had an arraignment later this evening in that time zone. They missed that. These motherfuckers on the run. They're on the run, right?
So
yeah.
they mean to tell me that they don't know where these people at. Is what you're saying?
They don't. They turned off their cell phones so the cops can no longer ping their location.
Now, had it been little Pookie from around the corner, they would have found him before the doggone bullet was in the chamber.
And
So
that's what's
let's
got me.
talk about it. Let's talk
That's
about
what
it.
that's what's got me effed up. There was a video that I saw of a cat getting murdered. Well, I don't know if he was murdered, but a guy got killed. Well, he did, but he got killed down in Atlanta, right? And as the story goes, I haven't seen the articles on it. I'm gonna have to follow up. The guy had killed a couple of cops earlier that day, right? So he's on a run. He's running away from the cops. The cops find him, and there's a hailstorm of bullets that mow this guy down. So he don't even get his day in court. He don't even get his day in court. Unlike this little domestic terrorist who killed four innocent kids. He murdered them in cold blood, but he gets to have his day.
Multiple signs that they picked up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? To stop this. You know what I'm saying? But his parents would not. You know what I'm saying? Take heed and participate. You know, so yeah, and much more. Shout out to the teachers. You know what I'm saying? They did their best. They tried that. Whoever it was that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Get
yeah.
down.
They took pictures of drawing he had. They noticed the notes that he had began writing, so on and so forth. So yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the teachers for observing that behavior and trying to put it on Front Street and trying to like let people know that this little guy's finna do something. And again, it just so happens the exact same day his parents are at the school, he shoots the motherfucker up. But like you were saying, let that be a little Pookie or somebody, you know,
Exactly.
let it be a little Sancho, and before he wouldn't even had a chance to shoot the school up. The cops would have been escorting him out, and he would have been in jail. And then probably the next day they would have called his parents to let them know where their child was, because he's a threat at this point.
He's a threat.
So, yeah, this white on white crime, this menace, the homegrown domestic terrorism that we're dealing with, we're facing, has again, it's gone so far past it's so far past social acceptance as well as national acceptance. It's alarming, and it's not being dealt with. It's a mental illness. It's a negligence of parenting, so on and so forth, that ain't nobody like directly tackling.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I definitely hear you.
I agree. So
when I watched the prosecutor,
yes, I can see why they got you fucked up this week. Like
oh
seriously.
yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
it make me want to take my hat and throw them up down and pick it back up and dust it off. And remember, you know, but yeah, that's what's got me like really messed up this week. Notwithstanding what's going on in the Supreme Court and them actually giving credence to overturning Roe versus Wade or Roe v. Wade, right? And if you don't know what that case is all about, it's all about the abortion laws that are set in place right now that give women the right to essentially have an abortion, right? So that's got me messed up, and I want to pay close attention to it because I don't have all the details. I'm waiting for another link so I can actually go through and read what the prosecution team is saying and what the defense team is saying, and how the Supreme Court is the views are collapsing, and how they're going to actually constitutionally rule on this to either uphold Roe v. Wade or to overturn it. And if they overturn it, there's already right now, as it stands, at least 27 states that are in a position to they're called trigger laws to outlaw abortions in their states.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hey
hey,
guys.
All right. Hey. Yeah.
TNT, everybody, make their cameo.
All right, this TNT. Let's go
No,
with it.
go on that. Go ahead. Go upstairs.
Jenny, I see you on here. What's going on, family? What got you effed up this week? You too, Martell.
Let's see what what got everybody else effed up this week. We'll take a few minutes out
Yeah.
to holler at the viewers. What got y'all messed up this week? Type quickly.
Yeah, like I say, it's been a smooth little week for the kid over
You
there.
say you've
You
been
know,
good
That's
this
what's
week,
up.
huh?
and I ain't had no bad vibes. You know, no.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hey,
Nothing wrong with it.
I've been doing too much reading and spending too much time on my head, and I was starting to look back through American history and starting like looking at from Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma bomber, which is one of the first mass incidents of our time, up to and through now, and looking at who's generally perpetuated these crimes. And again, we have cause and effect. We always get witness the effect, but we never actually get to the cause. So if we're not dealing with the cause, we can never ever derail the effects or move the effects to a different path. It's always the same outcome, you know. And then they even the guy that shot up Las Vegas, a crowd in Las Vegas a few years ago, right? he pled insanity. So these guys are having their day in court, but you got the Tamir Rices, you've got, excuse me, you got the Philandos, you got the I don't even want to keep saying their names. They never got their day in court. Ever. Not a single one of them that got murdered by the cops, George Floyd, you know, Brother Brown, never got their day in court, regardless of the crime that they quote unquote may have committed. They never got their day in court. But these cats, these cats always get their day in court.
Right.
You know. All right. So moving on, Martell.
Yeah.
Martell said that new COVID variant got him effed up this week.
Yeah.
What's he
I
gonna
ain't
do about
pronounced
it?
it.
I know the
Lorian.
Omarion out here killing folks.
No, Mario. Omicron.
That's crazy.
Omicron.
Yeah, it
What
didn't
is
reach
it?
here in Missouri.
Omicron is with Omicron.
It's her in
It's
Missouri.
something
You
like
know,
that.
it didn't reach the state of Martell, so we definitely got to be careful here now.
Oh, I'm finna get on Alice's in a second. But yeah, so there's it hit California first. I just read a second ago that it's in St. Louis and it's in various other states already. And so earlier this week, I think Tuesday, they were saying that it started in South Africa. And South Africa was the only country that they reported it in, although it was in Australia, Belgium, and I think 4 or 5 other countries at the time. But they only talked about South Africa. But moving to Alley Pools, I tell you what got me effed up. Well, she spelled it out. I mean, you know, so Wanda, what you do? You had a Friendsgiving, and you ain't even invite your sister?
To Friendsgiving. It wasn't
Yeah.
Sistergiving.
You ain't
We
even
spent
post
all
nothing about
Thanksgiving
it.
together.
See your
Yeah.
best
We spent
friend.
all Thanksgiving together. She is crazy. We are not gonna.
I'm
We're
with
not
you,
gonna fit into
Al.
her. We are
I'm with
not
you,
gonna fit into
Al.
that madness. No, we're
That's,
not.
that's your best friend.
Yeah,
She should have been there.
I'm with
she
you,
was at
Al.
work anyway.
She was at work. She just wanted
She
the
was at work
invite. She
anyway.
wanted the invite. She said.
So yeah. Anyway,
Yo, this is I just looked at this comment because I actually had a bit of a debate surrounding this comment right here. The girl that's serving life for killing her human trafficker because she's black. Right. So yeah, there was a young lady, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she killed the guy that was essentially pimping her. She went back, she got free, she killed the dude, and now they done locked her ass up for life. Like what kind of bullshit is this? Yeah. And I read about that about a year and a half. Well, not a year and a half ago. Might have been earlier this year. I don't know. I'm old. But they gave her life. There have been several different celebrities that have been trying to fight to get her out to no avail. And there's no real reason as to why she couldn't defend herself, but Kyle Rittenhouse can.
His parents would be brought up on charges too, goddamn me.
Yeah, his parents need to be brought up on charges too.
All right, they need to look into that.
Absolutely. No ifs, ands, or buts. Again, it's a symptom of domestic terrorism. And a lot of people keep throwing their
justice ain't for everybody.
So it ain't.
Justice is only.
It's just them. It ain't us. Right? So I forgot what I was about to say. That threw me off for a second. But anyway, yeah, that's what got me effed up. All this blatant, these blatant different movements of who can be protected and who can't.
Is that her name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay.
All these different movements. Thank you, appreciate it. Of all these injustices that have happened or continuing to happen, and the justice system shows a completely different side of what justice looks like, depending on the person that's in front of the judge. You know, and I often go back to the guy that was out here in California up at Stanford, who brutally and maliciously raped a young lady, and it was so bad once it was found that people really couldn't deal with it, and the persons who went and found him and pulled him off of the situation, right? And the judge ended up simply giving him a slap on the hand because he didn't want to ruin his potential for the future. That's why. An atrocious
Oh,
assault.
child.
But me
Yeah,
and you was
Oh,
talking
child.
backstage about the just the judicial system nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We was having this conversation earlier, so we
yeah.
already know. We'll see how things turn. You know what I'm saying? In this case, with the what's it with your domestic terrorists? What you call them?
Domestic terrorism.
Domestic
Yeah,
terrorists. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's literally, if you look at the definition of it, it's literally homegrown terrorism. That's what it is. And the biggest issue about that is white males in America are more of a threat and terrorist than any other group of people around the world to this country directly. To this country. White supremacy is the biggest threat to every American in this country. And again, talking about cause and effect, we always get the effects, but we never get to deal with the cause. And the reason why we can't deal with the cause, if we begin to look at stuff in a psychological fashion, is
Because we
because
dead.
oh yeah, but if they actually diagnose racism, a mental illness, and like with unequivocally, that would make America have to go back to the drawing board and actually reevaluate and analyze the Constitution in and of itself, from the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, to the 27th Amendment, and see how it actually affects. Which is another reason why a lot of people are so opposed to CRT being taught in in college. Well, they don't want it to be taught in grade school or high school, which is it isn't. It's not a thing. But they don't want to want it to be taught. Period. Because there are a lot of people who literally feel that simply being considering somebody being equal is an oppression to them. That's an issue.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, so that's what got me effed up this week. I don't want to keep ranting because I've
See,
been
absolutely.
I've been reading and going back and thinking and writing down notes. And I was over on TikTok. I did a quick live about it not too long ago. So yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So, moving on to our next topic. It's fun. It's interesting, I think. So, we're gonna talk about this really quick.
Ah, yeah. What's going on? Shout
So,
out
do
to my
y'all
big
see
brother,
anything
sir.
wrong with this picture? Is anything wrong with this picture to you guys?
Say,
Say
say
again.
111.
Was was there
Change that
anything wrong
banner.
with that picture to you guys?
Yeah, them gender roles.
Nah, I'm all with it. The boys got one on their
Let's talk
Christmas
about
list.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
boys got
talk
one on their
about it.
Christmas list. They see
Huh?
me and they see Daddy cooking. They see Uncle G cook. You know what I'm saying?
But
Majority of the men. What's up, cuz?
before we get into that, like, what's the background on it? Because I didn't get a chance to actually go through and do my due diligence and read as much about it as I wanted to. I started getting caught up in a whole bunch of other shit. But
Okay, so basically, it was a post that I saw on Facebook saying it was like it posted basically posed a question: would you buy your son a play kitchen? And people were weighing in. No, I'm not buying my son no kitchen. That's girl stuff. No, I'm not buying my. That's like buying him a doll. This, then the third. And I'm like, so being able to cook is something that only girls can do. So that puts me like people are teaching gender roles like I guess super duper. I mean super early. Like at what point? Like oh my son ain't gonna be gay. What he need a kitchen for?
well, so the question that I have with that, right, is
Mm-hmm.
because even simply saying gender roles can be is a bit of a vague statement, right? So we have to put some of that in context. We definitely have to put that in context. And if I was asking a flat out question, or if we was at a spelling bee, which hey, by the way, both of my daughters won their classroom spelling bees in school, and they're moving on to the next level. Anyway, so shout out to
Oh,
Shout
congratulations,
out,
ladies.
congrats.
the yeah. So if I had to ask a question, the question would be define gender roles in the context of the household. How do you do that?
Okay.
Well, I think it's
So, well, traditionally,
correct.
the boys take out the trash, the girls do the dishes and cook and clean. The boys take out the trash, they may separate their own laundry, but they're not using the washing machine. They are they're not washing dishes and they're not cooking because that is stuff that girls do. That's what the girl's supposed to do. So, my thing is if you're not teaching your kids these essential survival skills, they're going to always
Hmm.
be dependent on someone, correct?
Agreed. Agreed.
And that's when
So
we get into, go ahead.
so we're not talking about, well, first off, shout out to Alexandra. Hello. Thank you for joining. So we're not simply talking about making a long story short. Hey, I missed somebody also. Mallory, shout out to you also. But we're not simply talking about, or I say simply, but that's not the correct word. Um,
Hmm.
Gender. We're not talking about chromosomes, the X and Y chromosomes that make up each each gender. We're not talking about, again, a penis or a vagina. We're simply talking about specific duties that are generally carried out in the average, quote unquote, average household. So with that being said, I have to come back and ask another question. If
Hmm.
y'all agree to that statement, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
That,
That we're not talking about gender roles in the aspect of
Cool,
genital.
like sex, yeah.
Yeah,
well, female and male roles is what I'm talking about. So I'm not understanding what
all
you're
right.
asking
So I
because.
guess the better question would be, since because you use the word tradition, and
Hmm.
when we think about tradition, you can't leave out, you can't negate directly that when a person is born of a specific sex, traditionally we automatically assign based off of our traditions, based off of our oral and physical history. We basically assign them roles in the household. But we're not
Hmm.
talking about, are we, or are we not talking about like literally gender assigned roles from birth, or are we simply talking about uh duties in the household regardless of gender as it pertains to genitalia?
I think it kind of play into both roles play into it.
I'm like,
Explain
I'm
that a
talking
little bit.
about girls, the girls in the household, born, I guess, born females in the household,
Yeah, it goes both ways. You know
or
what I'm saying? Because being born a
right,
male,
right.
you still got them certain traditions, like one to say that already gonna be stowed upon you. You know what I'm saying? From birth. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would be. You know what I'm saying? So we would
So
have to
what
play
what,
with it.
what sir is saying, so we are talking about gender roles as it applies to domestic duties, yeah?
Correct. That's what we talking
Okay,
Yeah.
about.
okay. And so I wanted to do that because, again, we might know what we're talking about, but we have to make sure that everybody contextually gets what we're saying, right? So we are definitively talking about gender roles from the age from the moment that a person is born, aligning with duties, domestic duties as we grow older, right? Now let me know if I'm doing too much. I've had a little bit of the good drink, and I ain't ate nothing today, so I could be
Lord, you go get you a
overanalyzing.
piece of bread or something. Sheesh.
If you would have came out with one more question, I'd be like, hold on, man.
Sheesh, I'm about to lose it over here. But anywho,
I'm
uh,
just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to make sure we
no,
got
okay. So
everybody.
let's
We
leave. Okay, so going back to this. Okay,
okay. Yeah.
there's a little boy playing with the kitchen, and he looks super duper happy. Now we don't know this little boy. I mean, he's a little boy in the
Right.
kitchen.
Okay.
Now, there have been conversations saying that as men specifically saying they will not buy their sons a kitchen because I quote gay shit,
Yeah, it's girl stuff.
girl stuff.
Did they
Now,
call it bitch shit? Is that really what they said? Well, whoever that
And
somebody
some
needs
of
to.
these are the same people buying purses or man bags for they
Ain't,
sons. You know what I'm
ain't no
saying?
such
I ain't
thing as
gonna
a
say for the
motherfucking
Just,
man
man bag.
bag.
I'm just
Ain't no
I don't
calling
say
it
for the
goddamn
out.
man
such
bag.
thing as a man
Yeah.
bag.
But you know,
Uh,
we grew up. Sir got a great comment. That's how we grew up. You know, mom, single parents. He taught you survival skills. You know, like hey, you can't depend on a woman. You can't depend on a person. You gotta think for yourself. You know, when
right.
time comes. You know, you gotta be able to sew, cook, clean. You know, nobody want to come to no dirty
Mm-hmm.
house. You know, so you learn that
Cause I
coming up.
know as a parent, I'm not trying to come home to no dirty house and still have to cook dinner and
Correct.
do none of that. And now I get where my mama was coming from when we had
Right.
chores. Like, why I gotta do this? Why can't I go outside and play with my other friends? Because she was tired and she was not trying to come home and do no extra stuff. So I get it. I get it now. Shout
Yeah,
out to my
our
mama.
chores switch. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
so everybody got a chance to do something. Our chores always rotated. You know.
uh-huh.
Right. So who's and I'm asking this because I really don't know. Like, what type of household does a person grow up in where men aren't allowed to cook or shouldn't know how to cook or shouldn't know how to clean or wash dishes, shouldn't know how to
Ooh,
do
honey.
the laundry, shouldn't know how to pick up after themselves, and should simply have somebody waiting on them hand and foot. Like what kind? I'm not saying that I'm opposed to that. I'm just that just ain't my style,
Right.
right? That's all I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. Because I think that would be I'm not gonna call it chauvinism or whatever the case may be. But I think that person who's growing up, who the parents of that kid in that household are doing them a disservice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because now to me personally, it sounds like we're trying to express some type of fictitious masculinity. That's what
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like.
That's
And it's
all it
like,
was. That's
yeah,
all. Like based off
So
the comments I received, I was like one of them saying the comments. That's all it was. Just
like
masculinity
people
trying
was
to.
raised completely wrong. Okay. So I had a coworker. This discussion came up at work, and my coworker was like, "So, what y'all feel about this?" Okay, and y'all know I have two girls, so but she like, if you had a son, would you buy him a kitchen? Hell yeah. She looked at me. Are you serious? Yes. Why would I not be serious?
right. Shout out to MC,
Because
by the way.
What
what's
up?
up?
Cause I
So I'm like, so what you're saying to me is that your son is going to be pretty much dependent on a woman his whole entire life.
Say that, Wan.
So, like, if your son can't cook and all he can make is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, he gonna eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches his whole life to not depend on somebody.
Motherfucker love a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich, though. I'm just throwing that out there, huh?
I'm saying, like, you
Huh?
need to know, you need to know how to cook, like, but it's, I mean, I don't feel like it's a female thing to buy a guy a kitchen. I don't feel like it's a male thing because my daughter likes Nerf guns.
yeah,
So because my daughter likes Nerf guns, that means she's gonna be masculine? No.
yeah, it's
Because
just
my son like
society.
a kitchen set, he's gonna be feminine? No. That's not necessarily what that means. Because Chef Gordon Ramsay is very masculine. I might say myself. So I don't know how many kitchen sets he had as a child, but yeah.
When I pull my grill out, the twins pull their grill out. When I pull my
Mm,
lawnmower out, they pull their
Okay, but I
lawnmower
think
out.
okay, but grilling is more connected to male cooking. The grill is I think that's very like male
Dude,
dominated.
Kiana go out
oh,
there and fire that thing up.
And
Charcoal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like hey,
I mean, I'm just saying
I got you.
traditionally
I got
it's
you.
a
I got
male thing. Like I've always seen the men in my family do, but I've also seen the men in my family cook in the kitchen.
you. I got you.
Yeah,
And
so
you,
So
let's do a progressive thing here a little bit. Let's like put some things in perspective because Wanda, you hit I think you hit the nail on the head, right? If and I don't care what the gender is. I don't give a damn what a motherfucker identifies with, right? And that's just the
mhm.
honest truth. If you don't have basic life skills, you're useless to the person you're trying to be with.
Right, you are straight.
Yeah,
A menace to society is what you are.
absolutely. And you what that actually pushes forth is an unhealthy codependency issue. That's what that
Mhm,
does. Because now you got this unbalanced person, regardless of how they might feel they are, male or female, that's trying to
mhm,
latch on to somebody who has survival skills.
mhm.
Right. That's like putting us out in the woods with people who ain't never been hunting before, and we strictly survival. Well, we know how to use rifles and pistols. We know how to field strip or kill once we kill an animal, gut it, skin it, and do what we need to do out there to get
Excuse
it back
me.
to where we got to be to maintain it and get it cooked. We know how to do that. But for people who
Mhm,
never did that, if we're in a real survival, if the zombie apocalypse happened, those are the types of relationships they have to build because they don't know how to do it, but it becomes unhealthy because they don't know how to do it, right? So if you're raising a child and you never teach that child how to wash their own clothes, how to wash dishes, how to cook, even if it's just a PB&J, right? If you don't teach them how to mow the lawn, if you don't teach them that they got to take the trash out, right? Then you're setting the stage and you're helping them develop codependency issues in the future because they become codependent on the parent who's doing this in the household
oh yeah, you definitely got to
without
be
when
able
the
to survive.
parent not realize that these kids got to get out. Yeah, these kids got to get out,
Yeah,
right? I'm by the age of 35, and that is it's not because of some unfortunate event, right?
mhm.
So I don't. The reason why I haven't bought my son a model kitchen is because he comes in my kitchen and he cooks with me.
Okay. So when you what you say that point, so the coworker was like, if my son wants to cook, he can come in the kitchen and cook with me. And so I asked her, what is the difference? What's the difference?
That's a great question.
And
uh,
because with his plate set, he can imagine whatever food he wants to make. When he in the kitchen with you, he's making what you want.
Right.
So not only if he had a play kitchen, you opening up his mind and his imagination and letting him be a freaking kid and not thinking about sexuality.
Yes.
I mean,
Speak that.
like
Say that for
that is
sure.
that's where the problem is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
So
it's
and like y'all
yeah.
said, the same people that's saying, "Oh, I'm not buying my son no kitchen," they out here buying man bags and silly stuff, and they wearing their hair in ponytails and and man buns, and they jeans are tighter than mine. I mean, come on now.
Which is something that I still haven't been
I,
able to
sir,
understand.
I can see your farts. I can see your farts in
Yeah,
them
I
goofy
don't
jeans.
I
No,
shouldn't be able to read a quarter in
no,
a dude's pocket.
yeah, man.
no, we're not doing that. But you buy him a kitchen is gonna make him gay. No.
Hey, I did too, sir.
Boy,
So
so many I had so
right,
many easy
right.
cakes out of
Used to
there.
be
Hey,
on
I
that
would have been
easy bake
pissed if one
oven,
of my
like,
brothers touched my
let's
easy bake
do
oven.
it,
I ain't gonna even
sis.
lie.
Yes, let's get after it. Let's now. That's one of the reasons why I don't like baking now because I burn myself on the little motherfuckers.
Oh man.
But
He
absolutely.
said now I can make caramel cake cupcakes. Okay, we love a good cupcake.
But
We love a
I
good
used to,
cupcake over here, sir. For real,
right.
for real.
Absolutely. I used to get down with my sisters when they pulled out the easy bake oven. Shit.
Hey,
When
them
Man.
they
easy
used to pull
bake.
out the little Play-Doh and we used to
Hey,
start
that light
making
bulb
little
got
fake
some
ass
shit
dinner.
done. That light bulb got
Right.
shit done. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put that out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
I
I
don't
don't
believe in
believe
man
in
bags
man
either.
bag. Well, good for you. Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
I believe in fanny packs. I don't have one because I'm personally too big for a goddamn fanny pack. But
They got adjustable straps, man.
I don't want to be like them cats that you see getting on the airplane and they go and talk to the
You look
stewardess
like
and
an
be like,
old man. You
hey,
gonna
let
look
me
like an
get
old
that.
man.
Yeah, let me get that extension for my fanny pack. Nah, I ain't finna be
Oh
that
my
guy.
god.
I ain't finna be that guy. I can't do it. I can't. Now, if somebody like is into the fashion, so actually at the airport today, it caught me by surprise because I went to I was in Salt Lake City airport and I went to order something because I had a 2 hour flight. So it's like let me get ahead of being hungry because I didn't eat and I was finna drink. So I
I wasn't gonna eat, but I knew I was about to drink. Great.
necessities and priorities, right? You got to
Priorities,
prioritize
right?
this shit sometimes.
Facts.
Make it make sense.
But I walked over to the cashier and out the corner. Now I can't hear for shit, but I can see everything. Out the corner of my eye, I saw one of the employees who worked there with a little man bag on, and he had it like slashed across his little chest and everything. And
Oh,
I
that's
was,
how I wear my bag.
but I was like, well, that's okay. I mean, if they consider that to be professional, more power to them. And I thought,
What
like
does
again,
what does one man keep in a man bag? I know what's in my bag.
I don't know.
I
The
got
strap,
I
you
got
know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
lip
Them bands.
gloss and I got hats. I got
I don't know.
money. Like, but you know, like, where's your wallet, sir? Can't carry wallets because your pants too damn tight. That's why I got the man bags. I just figured it out for myself. There, never mind. Court adjourned. Figured it out.
And you
Okay,
just solving all our topics tonight.
just
You
solved. I'm
coming
just saying.
down
I
to
figured it out. I
the
figured it out.
So yeah, I would so Gabby and Sari actually did have the little makeshift kitchens,
Hmm.
and I would have probably continued buying them for all of my kids. But first off, we ran out of space, and second off, I started teaching them how to cook directly and live in a real kitchen. So I never continued to get them for them. But if if by chance I was uh I don't know about that comment. I mean, I'm very sophomoric in my humor, so I think that's funny. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Uh Mace Uno Rich. That's
uh,
pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Anyway, but if I was walking through the mall, uh, and I stumbled on, well, I was with my kids and we came up to the toy section and I saw Bubby hanging out and playing on the little kitchenette set. I'd ask him, "Hey, buddy, you want that?" And if he said yeah, 9 times out of 10 we gonna walk out that motherfucker with that goddamn kitchenette set,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna put it in the kitchen.
all good.
I'm gonna put it in the
So
kitchen.
okay, so I'm just pose a question just for shits and giggles. Fat, you would buy Bubby a kitchen.
Absolutely,
Okay, Dirt, you
absolutely.
would buy TNT a kitchen.
Oh, they getting one. I'm gonna post the picture on YouTube once that of the video and let y'all see how happy they are once they open it. Cause that's what they do around here. Like I told you, they serve me fake hot dog. Game day. I have a bunch of finger food, so they like to serve me up chicken wings and hot dogs with
Aw.
bratwurst and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, her
That's
daddy,
what's up.
so they into it. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't when I seen that, I was like, this is what they do. Up under they plate, up under they swing set outside. It's a whole kitchen set,
Yeah,
sink, stove, grill. The whole set. They been doing it.
Hmm.
So what? I'm gonna post it. They
bet.
gonna be,
Right.
they gonna be stoked.
So, but the thing, like, okay, so I think the thinking of men not being able to cook when, like, now, as women, if they find a man that know God how to cook, oh my God, he a good man, he can cook. Like, it's like finding a freaking unicorn because, like, oh, this dude know how to. It's like, dude know how to boil water. Oh my God, he a good man. Like, so, like, the expectations are crazy at this point. So like, so if you're a girl that don't know how to cook, what you mean you don't know how to cook? Oh, she ain't a good woman. She can't cook.
Oh wow, that's not. I'm literally processing what you're saying because
Right. I got
that's
you.
that's a thing.
I got
It
Yeah,
you.
is. It's definitely a thing.
yeah. So I'm guilt. Well, I've said that myself.
I had
right?
to.
Yeah, because I won't be with a woman that can't cook. Now, I'm not
It's
saying
like
she,
mind blowing. Where you
yeah,
grow up at? Who
absolutely,
raised you? You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah.
like, yeah. So
She ain't got to be able to outcook me, but she got to be able to cook. God damn it, more than the damn. She don't need. I don't want no damn PB and J. I need you to be able to cook an actual meal. It ain't got to be perfect, but I need something.
at least read some recipes or something. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And what's wrong with the man doing the same thing?
no, nothing. But you know what I'm saying? To say a woman say she
But
can't cook.
do you see the how the roles play? You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, if I find me a man, if he can
Right.
boil water, oh, he's a great man.
But it's
Yeah.
But
always the
if the
roles. They
girl, if a female can't boil water, oh, cause she ain't nothing but a runner.
Well,
But
She just
it
pretty.
goes back to the gender roles. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like the male pretty
Exactly.
much.
So why is it okay to just assume that?
I,
I don't make any assumption about it. Right.
I,
I'm not. I've never said. I've never said that a woman who can't cook isn't a good woman or won't make a good wife. I've simply
I mean,
said that.
but you know that is has been said that's been
Yeah.
said, right?
Yeah. I've
Okay.
simply said that I won't be with a woman that can't cook. Right. So males, when we're doing that whole courtship thing, and we are establishing these gender roles, we all, and it's not just males but women too, we all begin to size up and maneuver where we wedge in and where we fit into the pieces of those puzzles that each other that we can carve out for each other. Right. So I can cook. I don't necessarily need her to cook, but I want her to cook. Right. More than likely, I'll do the most cooking myself. But what I'm not organized. So if she says I pay attention to detail, I'm very organized, that's something that rings, and that's a piece of that puzzle for me. Because my mind, again, I just showed you, I went, somebody left me unsupervised at a damn Barnes and Nobles, and I damn near blew my budget at that place, right? Because I'm all over the place in my head, right? But for a woman that would be organized, that's something that I know I need. So that piece of the puzzle would actually fit again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that not to simply say, because I've never made the statement that if a woman can't cook, that means she ain't a good woman, she ain't a good wife. That's simply not something for me.
What we
That,
gonna eat out all the damn time?
absolutely not.
I mean, if that's in y'all budget,
How is she surviving?
That's a
I mean,
damn good
I'm sure
question.
did. She made it to you.
I might not even want the answer to that goddamn question then.
Oh
I mean, she made
shit.
it to you. She survived some kind of way.
I don't
That's
I
want,
think
what,
that needs to
I
that's
know.
what
change.
I'm
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
if she didn't belong
I
to
was gonna
everybody,
say expectations. I feel like expectations for men are not the same as they are for women, and I feel like that needs to change as far as gender roles go.
well, I agree with I agree with that statement to a point because I think expectations for either gender, right, isn't necessarily fair, and it
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be because we're not equally created. We are all created for specific things. There are things that
Mm-hmm.
men can do that women can, and there are things that women can do that men can, and that's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, we're not created equal.
The Stone
But
Cold say so.
yeah, but we're supposed to supplement each other and become that
Mm-hmm.
100%. That's what's supposed to happen. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
So no, we're not going to be equal in a relationship, and we shouldn't be. We absolutely shouldn't be. And we should try to find somebody who actually builds our weak points versus continues only in our strong points. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we both strong on the same level, that means we're still weak on the same level, and we can't build. Our
Mm-hmm.
foundation isn't sturdy. That's what that means to me
Okay.
personally.
Got you.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was about to say. I don't think we'll ever be. It'll be equal. You know what I'm saying? Like Jig made
Yeah.
it.
I don't know
Good
because
point.
like another situation at work, I have a female in a high position, a male in the same position. One, well, the female is a single mom, you know, but she's still expected to, be at work on time, do this, do her what her position requires. And so is the male. He's also, supposed to do this, but he gets appraised when he's late for work because he has to take his child to school. But when she's late for work for taking her kids to school, it's like, well, she knew she had to work and da 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 da. Like, but oh, he's such a good dad because he's taking care of his kids. But she's doing the same thing. But that's what she's supposed to do. It's what
So
Mm.
causing.
is a lot of that conversation coming from females or males?
Ooh, that's a great point. That's a good question.
It's just
Uh,
it's just
I see we
basically
see you.
being
We're gonna get to
seen.
you. Say that one more time, Wanda. My bad.
It's just it's like it's like basically it was been the situation was seen, like everybody saw it happening.
But I'm saying just because I feel like it could be some single mothers there that's doing that same role that's knocking her versus seeing this single male doing it
Hmm.
on his own. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
it's on
Like
both
how,
ends. It's
so
going
yeah.
for both
So,
sides. Yeah.
okay, okay. So yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was asking: was it mostly males or mostly females? You know, to see if
Ah, give me a
what the
second, ma'am.
conversation was.
I gotta fix my damn camera. Hold on. Keep going. I'm listening. I'm still here.
Okay. We've been having all the technical difficulties tonight, but it's cool. We gonna keep rocking with it. Um. So yeah, it's basically both because I mean, hold on, let's see here. We got a question. I got a question. So in y'all households, are the set gender roles or do y'all just go with the flow? In my household, we go with I feel like we go with the flow. I could be wrong. You have to ask my significant other. And I only have female children. So I mean, we all do everything around here. So I would say it's we go with the flow around here because if I don't feel like cooking, he will definitely go in there and make a pancake or something, child.
Right.
And if I feel like the trash can is too full and I'm tired of looking at it, I will take the trash to the dumpster. So I guess we go with the flow around here to answer your question. Dirt, you want to answer?
Same her, same in the household. Her, we go with the flow. She get the twins a bath. I get them dressed. You know, oil them up, get them dressed. She cook. I clean. You know, vice versa. If I cook, she clean. You know, so yeah, the road. She don't take out no damn trash though, but but everything else is yeah. We just go with the flow around here.
Yeah, me too. But at the end of the day, with my kids, I teach all of my children the exact same thing in a bit of a different stance, right? So there's only so much that I can teach my girls when it comes to quote unquote gender roles and being feminine, because I'm not that, right? But for my son, whenever I'm teaching him something, I'm able to explain it in a masculine way. So if I'm taking the trash out, I usually tell them, hey, come on, big guy, we're gonna go take the trash out because women shouldn't be lifting things this heavy. We're stronger than them. This is stuff, our rubbish. So let's do our cleanup. We're gonna clean up with the girls, we're gonna take care of everything, but because it's heavy and we are physically stronger than them, we're gonna do the heavy lifting and we're gonna take it out to the garbage and we're gonna throw it away. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I approach it. Whenever I'm cooking, I actually have all of my kids in the kitchen with me because they help me come up with recipes, and I don't teach it from a masculine or feminine aspect. I teach it from a survival, a life skill standpoint, because I don't want them to go out in the world and be mesmerized with by something that they can't give themselves. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cook for yourself, clean your own goddamn clothes, buy yourself gifts, love yourself. So that's what I teach them as much as I can. And then once you filled yourself with that type of love, then you go look for somebody, because then once you've been able to make yourself happy, regardless of the gender roles that you establish once you get out of my house, you've at least known how to make yourself happy. And that's the most important thing. So
So I
that's what
think we have come to the consensus that there shouldn't be any I quote unquote gender roles, but everybody should be doing whatever you know do whatever they can contribute, right? All
yeah,
right. So real
Everybody
quick,
play a
we gonna
part. Teamwork make the dream work.
right.
absolutely. So
All
we
right. So
right
real
at it,
quick,
huh?
yeah, I want to talk about something really quick.
Do it,
So
do it, do it.
Joe
real quick,
World.
y'all. So last night this happened.
Yeah, them Bone Thugs. Yeah,
It was a good
Three
show.
Six Mafia.
This happened last night.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So we were all texting in our group. So I pretty much know what y'all think. But let's let the people know what y'all thought about it.
I'll let y'all go. Y'all go first. Y'all go
Uh,
first.
I was
Yep.
excited
Okay.
about it. It was something that, first of all, I liked all the performances. Basically, like the stars they rung out, like A Ball, MJG, Lil Jon,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Lil Chameleonaire. You know what I'm saying? And the song selections were. I think the song selection was good. It was a couple songs I didn't know from Bone, and I didn't know why they was chose them songs at the right time, certain songs at the right time, but it was still, oh God,
You thought it
I
was
loved it.
entertaining?
Yeah, it was entertaining through and through. Even the little scuffle and the little fake punches and
Oh, we
stuff.
gonna
I
get
don't
to
know
that.
what's
We gonna
going
get
on.
to that.
So
We
yeah,
gonna
it was
get to
all
that.
good.
We
I was
definitely gonna get
entertained
to
the whole
that.
time.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to admit, I was bored in the beginning. I told y'all, like, y'all, I'm bored
Uh-huh.
because I like my emotions didn't know where to go. Cause with 3 6, I was hyped, I was ready to go. Then Bone gone
You ready to
took me
roll up?
on, but I was like, oh God, like in my so my 88, my ADD was like, bitch, what you gonna do? Cause we can't keep going up and down like this. So I just got sleepy at that point. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to sleep. So, but like you said, like 3 6 had me hyped the entire time. Now, when Bone played the songs that I knew that Bone was capable of, doing, most of the stuff with Crazy Bone, of course. I was like, yeah, I was feeling it. But if I had to pick a group that won that
What
battle,
you said.
I'm
What
gonna
you
say
said.
it. I'm gonna say it.
I can
It
All
feel
was
you.
three
right.
six.
Who do
I'm
you got?
sorry. I was
No,
definitely. I was
no,
going for Bone. All right, I went in. Like, oh, Bone
no.
got this.
They
Bone
got
got
to
this.
doing. They got to doing too many. It was
And
it was
then
basically
three
Juicy
six
J.
showed up
For
and
real.
showed out.
They
They
did. They
showed up and
did.
showed out.
I got you.
So,
So this is what it was for me,
huh?
right? Because
They showed up and showed out.
no, I mean yes and no, right? Regardless of the little scuffle, the I had to start thinking. I was like, damn, like 3 6. If we was just going off of some straight club bangers, 3 6 would have killed it, right?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
like I was listening to the songs and I can remember directly when me and two of my other partners would go into some clubs and we start fighting and get kicked out the clubs. Hell, it's a club in St. Louis I probably still can't go into today. But
Which one is it? Because they probably closed anyway.
it probably did close. It was the one downtown at Union Station. We beat the bouncers up. We whooped some.
Caliente. Was it Caliente?
I can't remember the name of it.
Candelas. It was
I just
Candela, and they are closed. It's
I
now
just
according to them, I
remember
think.
I just remember at the end of the night, we started whooping all the bouncers' ass, and they was just like, "Hey, y'all got a choice. We're gonna either call the cops on y'all, or y'all can just leave peacefully." And we was like, "Well, fuck it, we'll leave." But, but I was like, okay, so when it comes to club bangers, like 3 6, got it. They got that on lock, right? No ifs, ands, or buts. But for like my everyday lyricist, when I was growing up, just like indulged and heavily gravitated to hip hop, right? I was like deeply engrossed with Bone because of their lyrics, because of their flow, because of the and they just set a completely different vibe. Like, hey, I'm finna hang out and roll up, right? And that's when we was on them green leaves, right? That's when Mystical was like, uh, two boxes of green, optimal, burn
Burned away.
away. AM turn to PM, then knock out, then back today. You did, and that's what I was on at the time. So a
Mm.
lot of stuff that Bone was kicking, like I put in our group text, we went to South Carolina, and the whole drive from St. Louis to South Carolina, we listened to Bone Thugs.
That
No
E99.
skip.
We just let it ride. Just let it ride.
Yeah, no skip. It was the whole ride. So when I, think just nostalgically thinking back on good times, it was I used to like straight up hang out and sit down when I was doing that thing. I would no, cause I
I
was
mean,
It's a bone.
Me and
Really?
Cuz been having this beef for years. Mike a huge 3-6 fan. I mean a huge 3-6 fan. But cuz we would come on, man. Yeah, and it's go ahead, man. I ain't finna
No,
talk
like
about
literally though,
that.
like when the Bone songs came out, I was like, I just want to blaze up and chill. But then when
Yeah,
Three
because
Six
that
came
was
on,
the
I was like,
vibe.
It's
oh,
just vibe music. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just vibe music.
But so I'm a viber.
like
You like
literally, like
check the threads. I'm a viber. Like when I get out of my
mhm,
current occupation, I'm vibing. Like throw some bone on. Let's do this and read some books
yes,
because I'm a geek.
like I was like, yes, I just want to just sit back and blaze up. Of course, while the whole thing is going, I got my music where I stream my music from up, downloading all these songs. Like I remember this song, download. I
Right.
remember this song, download. And I think that is the point of the verses,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
to get those
So
streams up for these people. So
like Sir
overall, I
said,
enjoyed it.
like Sir was saying, like for as far as popular club bangers, you got to give it to 3-6. But for musicianship and lyricism and or lyrics and performance, I gotta give it to Bone Thugs because their lyrics are dope. Like
Yeah,
you can just
yeah. But
just like
okay, so do y'all feel like I don't feel like the matchup was right. I don't feel like it was a right matchup.
Think
it
so.
was. I think it was. I
I
think it
think
I
was
that, like
for
I
don't.
say,
Bone
it was
Thugs.
certain song selections that it was like, okay, y'all played a slow song, like bring the energy back up. You know what I'm saying? And they had hits still that they didn't even touch. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And it
Yeah,
was like,
I thought it was dope how Bone brought out Eazy-E's son to do his
right,
part.
oh, that was dope.
I
That
thought that
was
was
right.
dope.
pretty dope.
BG Knockout
But
was on stage too.
Yeah, yeah. But honestly, like my one of my favorite parts, if not the most favorite part of the whole show, was was 8 Ball and MJG. That
yes,
I man, I didn't put it in our group, but when they came out on stage, I stood up automatically, like, yeah, these cats.
yeah,
If anybody from Memphis gonna do something in real life and they don't do anything with 8 Ball and MJG, I can't mess with them.
Yeah,
I can't mess with them.
they
8 Ball
killed.
and
yeah.
MJG,
Yeah,
yeah. So you know, it depends on the vibe that I'm in. And I'm too old to be fighting. I shoot people. Or shoot at. Let me not say that. I'm gonna retract that statement. I'm gonna retract that statement. Right? Okay. Let's.
Us of the bloodline,
I
you
would
know
carry
you
a pistol.
don't.
I'm not
No, I'm
finna fight
joking.
nobody no more. I ain't finna fight nobody no more. That just ain't gonna happen. So if first off, I don't really go to clubs no more. So I don't
Right.
really have
Neither
too
do
much
I.
use. I don't really have too much use at this point in my life for 3-6 outside of just being like, yeah, I remember this came out and I was blah 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 blah. But if I was like hanging out and playing some Bone and I'm retired, you know what's finna go down. I'm just saying.
oh, yeah.
So okay, let's talk about the little scuffle. The little scuffle. So okay. So Busy felt like he was being
Mob.
uh
He said he was
mocked.
doing a mob.
Yeah, he said he
Let's
like
let's
basically
quote Busy verbatim. Busy said, I'm not finna be on. He said, you
You
ugly
ugly.
motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on stage.
and I was so confused at first. I'm like, is he talking to somebody in the audience?
Oh, I
I'm like,
knew it.
who is
I felt that.
I'm like, huh?
I knew
And
it was
then
coming.
he
Yeah.
turned to the side and like, you ugly. I'm like, Lord, he really think they
Yeah,
ugly. Like,
yeah.
this
And
is
then I was
not
like, damn,
right.
all of them are ugly. But I was like, yeah, this finna happen. They've been beefing for decades.
I was like, what
Decades.
the heck?
Busy was
And then
tripping though,
Gangsta
man.
Boo
It was
was
all
unfunny
love.
himself. Telling
It
us
was
he
all
need to take
love.
his pills. Okay, first of all, we
Yeah.
should not be mocking mental health illness. Okay, we
Right.
definitely should not be doing that. But
But they know he battled with that, you know what I'm saying? So that was a quick
exactly. So I
jab
don't
at
feel
him.
like I thought there was some definitely some low blows. So when he threw the bottle, I was like, oh, they not playing. So it's not a joke. This is not a drill, people. This is really happening. Then everybody started going at it. I was like,
He threw that bottle because Juicy J said, man, suck my
Look, I did.
you
Yeah.
hear me? Man,
So
what? Them fighting words.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like, should they have fought? No. But should they have fought? Yes. Because it really does show, not like for real. That's the difference between the music nowadays and the music from when we was growing up. Like, and that's the reflection of the type of person. Like, coming from St. Louis, we get down with our hands, like, motherfucker, what's happening? So we could identify with that music, like, I'm finna put these hands on you, finna do something, right? Versus a lot of the music of today, which they do nothing more than sell wolf tickets. You ain't gonna really catch nobody doing nothing except for the baby. He didn't whoop a couple of other people, but it was a reflection of the attitude from that time and point, for at
Mm-hmm.
least from a Midwest standpoint of things. So
And let's keep in mind that all these individuals involved are 40 plus years old.
yeah, so Sir's right. He did not
So
handle that maturely. He did not.
yeah. But he did come out and apologize. He was the bigger man. They all hugged at the end. So we
He
all
wasn't a bigger
in.
man. That was something he owed everybody for messing up. That's
I
not being a
mean,
bigger man. That's
but
simply
okay,
taking
honestly,
accountability.
apologizing, a lot of people can't apologize for anything.
Say again? I couldn't
I'm
hear you.
laughing
I
at
couldn't hear
comments.
you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
what
I
what in that
said
provider you got?
I was like, but I mean, apologizing isn't easy for a lot of people. I'm not gonna say it's not easy, easy for everybody, but I mean, granted that that situation had just happened, and he was able to come out and apologize and finish the rest of the show, even though it was restricted. You can look at the stage and tell that he was being kept at a distance for a
Yeah,
while.
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. And he did
He
run
still
from that smoke.
apologized and was
He
able to finish.
he did run from it. I did see that. He got all the way to the back. He got all the way to the back after woofing. He ran to the back. He did. He
Yeah.
made his way. He made
I
his
think
way
he had.
through.
I think they made him stay there because which one? Lazy Bone kept going over there, whispering in his ear like, "Bruh, like
Oh, he
I'm."
talking about
He
that
kept trying to
at
hype up
the
a little bit, but he was like, "Come on, we gotta get this bag. We gotta get this bag."
yeah, he was talking
So
about at the initial start of the fight. He once they came across the lines, hey, he bagged the other boy and they got him up out of there. He ran from that.
Yeah.
so,
But
but
all in
all in
all,
all, I feel like it was great towards the
Great.
end when everybody came together and did Crossroads. That was cool. So
Great
yeah,
I
show.
feel like
I loved it. I loved
I
it.
was
I
entertained.
enjoyed it after I got over
Yeah.
my boredom and my ADD calmed down.
Mhm.
I was I was good after that.
I feel
Yeah,
it. I
I
feel
was
it.
definitely entertained.
So we gotta wind it down, y'all. I ended up
Yes.
making a little bit of an appointment to do some things for a little bit. I gotta work in the morning, like I said. But with that
Yes,
being
we got
said,
stuff to do in the morning.
we do. Uh he did. You right, sir. He did extend that olive branch. Um like and subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We try
Please
to,
like and subscribe.
yeah, hit
We
us up
trying
in
to
our
at least
Gmail.
get to 100, 100. We
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 got to
we
get
we
there. We
we
pushing.
almost there. We just need a few more.
We
So
we
go ahead
we
and like
we
and
pushing.
subscribe, folks.
Absolutely. If you have a topic that you would like for us discuss, hit us up in our Gmail. That's right here, right there. Hit us up in the Gmail and let us know. There's a good chance that we would ask you to come on here to discuss it with us so that we can hear live your points and your perspective on things, and we can all talk about them while we're here. Like this Gmail ain't being shut down. We will respond. We will definitely respond. We check it, and we wanna interact with y'all
Daily. We
daily.
check it daily.
Y'all are family. You got if you ain't got a voice nowhere else, you got a voice with us. And
Absolutely.
and also make sure when you get a chance, donate to the cause, babies. Donate. Hit
Don't
us the cash app. Hit us the cash app. Give us $1. I'd appreciate $1. Give us $1 on a recurring basis. $1 a week. How about you do that for us? $1 a week. $1 a week. We're trying to get
we need no.
Yeah, we're trying to get things moving forward, right? We're trying to not just
We
be,
got a lot of big things coming up, y'all.
and that's it. And we want to make sure that the movement can be pushed forward, right? But the movement ain't free, and that's the honest truth about it. So we need y'all's help. We need your support. We need y'all to get in on this. Come vibe with us. Come talk to us. Come chat with us. We're here for you. All right. So with that being said, any final thoughts? Wanda?
Yeah, Final thoughts. Don't forget to brush your floss. Live your life. Don't let life live you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Get your kids outside. Don't let your kids stay in the house all day in the video games and that TV and them tablets. Get them outside. Do a family fun day one time. You know what I'm saying? Get out.
Absolutely. Always be inspired, right? Always remember that the ending of your last adventure is the beginning of your next. Don't settle. Keep pushing, keep going, keep being curious.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. Yes. So thank y'all for watching. God bless. In the wise words of Russell Simmons, I don't want to take that out of context. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one, yeah.